Hello, welcome back to the program. What is this program, you might ask, if you're new? It is a quite simple one. We take our contestants, various reality shows, we weigh them on the scale to determine whether we should offer them our pile of treasures, our pile of riches known as reality treasure, or offer them the leftover scraps known as reality trash. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Tonight, another Netflix program enters our program. These aren't all going to be Netflix programs. It just happened that two Netflix reality shows caught our attention. We hope to diversify in the future, do not worry. This is called Bullshit. What a name. The premise of the program. Bullshit is a quiz show, very much in style of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? As in, the contestants are given one question with 4 answers.
As a nod to a popular invention of the time, Thomas Edison gave his 2 oldest children what nicknames?
And they must answer enough of them to reach the grand prize.
You are 10 questions away from $1 million.
Again, very much like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. In fact, I think the comparison is basically clear. That being said, there are a few key differences that make Bullshit a little different. The contestants are not required to get every answer right. Correct. If the contestants get the answer wrong, they're still okay, as long as at least one other contestant playing along, trying to take their place, believes them.
Okay, both Katie and Allison accurately sniffed out your bullshit. To keep you in the game, we have to hear whether Tony believed your answer or not. All it takes is one yes to stay in the game. If Tony picked up the idea that you were bullshitting, then you're going home with absolutely nothing.
Which makes this more of a bluffing game than an actual quiz game sometimes if you don't know the answer, which is fairly interesting in of itself. Maybe. I shouldn't be saying that yet. Now, how do we judge the worthiness of our reality programs? Why, the answer is simple. We use 3 important, yet very distinct categories. Category 1 is potential. This is all about the concept itself, you see. Is it good? Is it bad? Did this concept even really work? Category 2 is production and all that goes in it. Oftentimes the structure of the show and other basic camera, lighting, sound stuff. Though, more interesting than not is the structure, often the case, blah 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 blah. Category 3 is cast. Judging the contestants, the hosts, the narrator if applicable, in this case no, I don't think so, and everything else. Basically, is the cast even worth thinking about? First off, potential. We rate them out of 10, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Well, quiz shows are very easy potential-wise, since ultimately it boils down to the questions. And this concept is interesting enough to carry itself. And it is a quiz show. As long as the questions are well written and well researched, it's a hard thing to mess up. 7. Production. Ooh boy. Where to begin, yo, 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 yo. I have some good things and some bad things. First off, the sound and all that quality, it does look good. No real surprise there, it's a decently budgeted show. Now the real fun, though, comes in the show structure, as there is something we're not quite fond of. You see, well, here, take a look at this.
I'm going to offer you the first of two locks. If you use the lock here, the minimum you will leave this game with is $1,000. Or, do you want to risk that $1,000 and wait until it's a bigger amount? What do you want to do? Do you want to lock in, or you just want to play on?
Well, honestly, I know my trivia. I'm really nervous. My hands are shaking. I just got to calm down and focus. So even though it's not the amount of money I'd like to go home with, I'm just going to lock in at 1,000, get into the game, and just get my trivia going.
Okay, so here, congratulations. You can't go home with any less than $1,000.
$1,000, man!
And this.
You are at $50,000, as I told you. 3 levels up. You got your second lock-in, obviously.
I'm locking in, Howie.
$50,000. You can't live with any less than $50,000.
That's right. The contestant is given 2 chances to lock in, and what that means is when they fail, they still get to take the money. That means this program is not as high pressure as most programs. Now, on one hand, it's great for the contestants, but it also takes away some of the suspense. I'm actually going to dock it a point for this. 6. Still rated highly, you might notice. Production gets a 6. And now, cast. The contestants were characters in themselves in the greatest way. Now, you might throw something in my face. In the previous episode, you dared to say the contestants and future contestants being on scene together was a bad thing. But here's the thing. In this program, it actually plays into the show since they are actually playing.
Our next person making their way to the hot seat for $1 million with 100% accuracy is...
Whilst in the previous program, they were just kind of being distracting. And that is something I maintain. But the banter is good because they actually should be there. And of course, let's be real, it's not Howie Mandel's first rodeo. And he knows that. He's gotten comfortable knowing how much to banter with the contestants and how much not to. He's a seasoned veteran at it. Of course he'd be good. 8. It's mostly high ratings, so let's calculate that average. It averages at 7, which, you've guessed it, is reality treasure. This is good. It is an interesting concept. It's fun. That is what it is most of all, and it is not trying to be anything else. It is time for the takeaway. There's always a lesson to be learned, isn't there? I'm told there is. The main takeaway we take away from this reality program is being fun is okay. You don't have to take yourself too seriously, but at the same time, if you aren't going to take yourself seriously, you need to make sure that's the tone of the program. And of course, even if the idea is a bland one, a good host can carry it. That is something that's a very important to note about any category in all 3 categories. All 3 of them can, on certain circumstances, individually raise a program to greatness. A good idea can rise even above bad production and bad hosting. Same with good production, and of course, same with a good cast. It's hard to do, mind you, but it is most definitely doable. Anyways, I'm still contractually obligated to say this. If you enjoyed this video, why not leave it a like? If you want to see more like it, do subscribe. But more importantly than anything else, have a good night!